You know the mantra, another week, another day in Westeros. And before we get started, I do want to thank the sponsor of this video. This video is brought to you by the artist formerly known as Truebill, now known as Rocket Money. Truebill went from a bill management app to a full-on finance empowerment tool, power level over 3,000, and henceforth is known as Rocket Money. You can set up budgets that automatically monitors your spending by category. I'm a very visual person myself, so being able to visualize your spend to earn ratio by month, quarter, or year, very helpful. Canceling unwanted subscriptions, you know I love that. It safely and securely identifies reoccurring charges and cancels those unwanted subscriptions with just one click. You can monitor your credit score, you get complete access to your credit reports and history. Rocket Money alerts you to any important changes, also offers you insight on how to improve it. And it does more than that. These are just a couple of examples of those advantageous tools on the quest of adulting. So click the link below, go to rocketmoney.com/Johns, try it out for free and unlock more features with premium. And now we have a new episode of House of the Dragon to talk about. Am I getting this to you a day late? Yes. A dollar short? Not necessarily, but you know my motto. Why do today what you can put off until tomorrow? It has served me well-ish. I am going to give you a spoiler warning. Usually it's implied. Sometimes I give it, sometimes I don't. I think last week I forgot to give it, and no one really cared. Now that you've been warned, I gotta say, I just gotta address the fact that there's always red at a Westeros wedding. There's only one red wedding, but there's always red at a wedding. It's never, you do, great, kiss, love. No, there's always anger and death and blood. This episode starts out, Daemon Targaryen kills his wife. Didn't really play into anything until at the wedding, this guy comes up to him and is like, I'm the cousin of your late wife, and I will have my vengeance. He's like, well, I'm your boss now, so see you around. That guy's probably dead. He'll probably die off screen. Like an episode's gonna start out and you're just gonna see his head on a pike and that'll be that. Westeros, am I right? I will say, my pick for next Hand of the King is the Hand of the King. Apparently, the king in the show picked the hand that I would have picked as the hand, which makes me question everything about my decision making in life. Because when people in Westeros do what I would have done, like that makes me like, wait, was that the right pick? That it's Westeros correct does not mean it's correct. Everyone in Westeros, generally being a dick, you just gotta pick the one who's the best hand of the dicks. I did like that dialogue with Otto Hightower that he had with his daughter. It just shows like someone who's doing shitty things, but he believes for the right reason. Looking in on the situation, it's easy to be like, oh, Otto Hightower, opportunistic dick. But when he's reflecting on his actions, he's like, no, Otto Hightower, me, the one who cares about the realm, trying to avert war. I like it when shows do that. So the big thing in this episode is Rhaenyra Targaryen and the Sea Snake's son. They are promised to each other. They will be wed. Their houses will be merged. I love when the king was like, our oldest friends. Of course, well, I mean, there was a little thing where you sided with my brother and war, but you know, so in the past. How quickly marriages make people forget. Correction, how quickly marriages make some forget. Others will just bludgeon someone to death during the wedding. I did like how Rhaenyra's her actual love interest, not the one who's going to be her husband, because Rhaenyra and the Sea Snake's son, I should really know these characters' names, Sir Lenore. Pretty sweet name. I'm always amazed at these fantastical names and like Sir Lenore, Rhaenyra. I'm like, I'm Jeremy. Hi. I liked I guess the arrangement, the pact they made with each other. It was pretty much like, all right, look, we do our duty and then we can just be with whoever we want because obviously we don't want to be with each other in that capacity. Great, handshake, let's do it. Meanwhile, Rhaenyra's actual love interest is pretty much, he gives her the Padme speech that Padme gave to Anakin at the end of Revenge of the Sith.
Come away with me. Leave everything else behind while we still can.
Right, and she's like, but the throne, how cool is that? She was real with him. She was like, look, dude, he's gonna put a baby in me and he's gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it and you're gonna hate it. In fact, you might feel like Ewan McGregor from Moulin Rouge in that Roxanne segment. But then, behind closed doors, when no one's looking, we can very super secretively, you know, get down once in a while. It's fine. It'll be fine as long as love doesn't make people crazy. Spoiler for the show and life, it does. And when the queen called for Sir White Knight and he sits down and she starts like, look, there's a rumor with Rhaenyra and some dick. I was like, dude, know this. That dude needed to know this, and you all watching this must know this. When you are being questioned about anything, give short yes or no answers until you know exactly what this conversation's about or what you're being accused of, if it's you at all. And when this dude was like, "That was me, your grace. Ah, what a load off my mind. Oh, I'll tell you all the details. We snuck away when no one was looking. We made the two-back dragon." I wanted to do the Zach Morris. I wanted to be like, time out. That is what you don't do. And it all leads to this wedding where I was just waiting for the axe to drop. This whole episode was a lot of dialogue and setup and tensions and people knowing secrets about other people, and they're all in the same room together. Something's going down. There's dancing, there's dialogue. Daemon Targaryen starts getting a bit close to Rhaenyra, and the king's like, I'm literally melting at this point, but that needs to stop. And then there was a rumble, a ruckus, something's happening, someone's attacking someone. Sir Love Interest is punching Sir Joffrey, who is the boyfriend of Rhaenyra's new husband. It's all very convoluted. Because Sir Joffrey over here came up to Sir Love Interest and was like, you know his secret, I know her secret. Leverage, am I right? Well, guess that didn't matter because your face is caved in and you're dead. So at the end of that, the ceremony to wed these two is now going down. The king is pretty much like Frosty the Snowman at the end of the animation when he was in the greenhouse. Right, it's not good. The king topples over and dies. Well, he might be dead. We'll see. And Sir Love Interest is just out there in the courtyard and he's like, I'm gonna stab it. What do I have left? My life is over. Literally bludgeoned this dude to death at a wedding. Like, come, it's done. And the queen was like, wait, Sir Love Interest. We don't know what she said after that. She might have been like, don't do it. She might have been like, go for it. That sounds like a good idea. She might have been like, I will promise you a lot of land and all your family's debts be wiped free if you kill Rhaenyra's firstborn one day. Who knows? But in the end, this whole episode was like, hey, leading to a wedding. And the moment that clicks, you're like, oh, Westeros wedding. Oh, bring on the death. But episode 5 of House of the Dragon, this actually marks the halfway point. We are halfway done with season 1. But as the great Kane once said, fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely. But what did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.